So we have two doctors this morning who will be talking about the progress made so far on improvement of Medicare, such that we provide a sustainable life and future for our mothers and our children. Please join me to meet, greet, and make welcome this morning on Morning Ride, Dr. Imosene. Good morning, Doctor.
Yeah, good morning.
And Dr. Emopai. Thank you for joining us on Morning Ride. Maternal and child mortality. How is Nigeria ranking now? We didn't have a good place before. Statistics were poor. How is it now?
Well, in terms of figures and values, Nigeria still has the second highest maternal mortality figures in the world. It's not something to be proud of. It's only India that does have worse figures. But having said that, we've had pockets of interventions here and there, especially since the concept of the Millennium Development Goal came into the fore. The fifth component of the fifth goal basically looks at maternal health, and it aims to have, among other things, a 75% reduction in the figures worldwide by the year 2015.
Is that realizable?
Yes, like I said, the fact remains that a number of the countries that in the past had accounted for about 99% of maternal deaths, I'm talking of developing countries, a number of them have made significant progress. Whether the progress is enough for us to attain the 75% reduction by 2015 is the question. But there's no doubt that in the South Asian countries, for example, they've made significant progress.
So let's focus on Nigeria.
Yes, such that they are inching closer. Okay. But Nigeria, that accounts for about 1% of the global population, but ironically, accounts for about 10% of maternal deaths, has made some progress.
10% of maternal deaths in the world.
Yes. Okay. And yet we account for just 1%. That's the disparity of world population. So it's a problem here.
Yeah, it is.
And yes, we made some progress, but a lot needs to be done.
Okay. And let Dr. Mokpa take it from here. When Dr. Mosene says we've made some progress, what has been done? And from where we started and where we are now, how much progress have we made?
Yeah, if we look at it from the point of view from children, because I'm a pediatrician now, we'll find out that a number of progresses have been made. Because when you look at the 1/3 reduction in child mortality in the country, you find out in Lagos State, for instance, now a lot of work is being done. A number of programs are ongoing now in the state. We are now beginning to look at enlightenment programs whereby mothers, children are being involved in these issues. Unlike in the past, that
when you say mothers and children are being involved,
I mean, now
how are we taking the message to them?
Yeah, for instance, now we are looking at some from town hall meetings now. The government is beginning to meet stakeholders, meet the local, we call them local champions in the area, to inform them on some of the activities and activities we have in a primary health care center, because the major problem in maternal and child health is provided at the primary care center at the first.
As in, they don't have access to Medicare, or they don't go to access Medicare.
They don't go
to access
medical.
Okay.
That has been the first.
But the enlightenment and the town hall meetings has brought about considerable progress.
So let me just give you a quick background about that. By the year 2008, Lagos State government, in recognition of the need to step up the fight to ensure that the maternal mortality scourge in Lagos State particularly, gets reduced over time. Came up with a 5-year, developmental, a 5-year work plan, whereby an advisory committee on maternal and child mortality reduction, a program was set up, and it drew stakeholders from, officials within the Ministry of Health, LASUD, Society of Obstetrics and Gynecologists, the Lagos State traditional board medicine group. Of course, guys from the private.
Involving the traditional medicine sector.
Yes, because they're important stakeholders. The Ministry for Women Empowerment and Poverty Alleviation, local government commission, and other key stakeholders that have one thing or the other to do with it were brought together, and they came up with a series of well thought through and very key interventions that ultimately are geared towards addressing some of the key problems bordering on the need for our people in the community to seek access, that is to want to go to the hospital. How
has that plan fared?
To want to go to the hospital, and then of course when they eventually decide to go to the hospital, to be able to access the hospital and get quality care. All right, so that program had a number of trusts. Okay, and one of them, of course, is this issue of sensitization and advocacy program that will be taken to the community. All right, so as to sensitize people about what maternal mortality is all about and what we need to do.
That is preventable.
Okay, to ensure that at least we do our bit to reduce this cost. Now, before then, of course, Lagos State government had done a number of things. You don't just sensitize people and encourage them to go to the hospital if the hospitals are not there. You don't just encourage people to go to hospitals that won't have equipment. So that even before the first sensitization program that took place about a month ago in Oshodi Soro local government, over the last 5 years, Lagos State government had initiated programs that tremendously impacted on the quality of care. Specifically, one, in terms of infrastructural upgrade, from the primary health centers, we have between 2008 and now about 57 primary health care centers located in the 57 local governments and LCDs functioning that run 24 hours. That's the point now. That run 24.
But this is not free.
That run 24-hour services.
But are they free?
Of course, Lagos State government has a free health policy, program. And if you're a child that is between 0 to 5 years of age, you are entitled to free, health care. And it's ongoing. For the pregnant women, of course, they get free consultation, they get free drugs. And where they come in as emergencies, even without the minimal funds being charged, they are never denied services. They are provided with services to ensure, again, that we don't lose lives and all of that. You just pay a token. At times they pay a token. No, at times they pay a token. I mean, if you know the dynamics of Lagos State, you understand why, for now, the token. But like I said, the issue of payment,
that is not the emphasis.
It's not the emphasis, because if you don't have the token, you will not be denied. You will not be denied care. In fact, the governor has emphasized it now.
But where are we now? Where are we
now is that, again, like I said, in addition to all of these programs, human capacity development, provision of maternal booklets and child, booklets for mothers, and of course training programs. I'm talking about human capacity development. Where exactly we are now is the issue of getting the sensitization and advocacy train moved to the communities, where we have most of the challenges. Because of the...
Well, we have been moving to the community for years.
But this time around, there's a unique blend to this movement now, because having done the groundwork in terms of provision of infrastructural upgrade at primary, secondary. The secondary is the construction of all the MCCs and all of that, maternal and child care centers. Tertiary is what is going on at Anyike House, which is the tertiary, referral hospital. Having come up with this, the system recognizes that if we do not pass on the message to the people at the community in such a way that they will internalize it and embrace what is being given to them,
but you have
the whole process, the whole process.
Have passed the message.
We are passing on the message. We had
a town hall meeting
last month, precisely on the 21st of March. The unique thing about this town hall meeting is the fact that the head of we call them the ambassadors, of health care, they were all chosen by the governor of Lagos State, the executive governor, His Excellency Babatunde Raji Fashola, SAN, and the chairperson or the champion, we call them champion of this ambassador, is the First Lady of Lagos State herself.
Okay.
All right.
Dame Abimbola
Fashola and all that.
What can we expect with all the things you put on ground finally? What can we expect in the nearest future? 2015 is less than 2 years away. Okay,
yes.
What can we expect? Progress has been made.
Yes.
What can we expect? Town hall meeting has come.
Yes,
We have listened.
yes.
What's next now? Finally.
Of course, see, the train is moving to, that is the message for this morning. The train is moving to Lagos East Senatorial District.
Okay, you are going round the
Ibeko, we are going round, yes. You know, there's an attempt to go round the senatorial district, that's the communities. On Tuesday, the 3rd of May, the train led by the First Lady of Lagos State will be moving to the Lagos East senatorial district, specifically Iberekodo Primary Health Center, in Ibeju East local government. All right. Apart from the First Lady, you have support from what we call ambassadors of the maternal and child mortality reduction. Of course, these are eminent Lagosians chosen by the governor, people who are respected. They will be there and to help disseminate and pass on the message to the good people within that community to know that these health facilities are available, government has invested, and that they should come and seek and utilize these health facilities.
We want to thank you very much, because we wish you had a bit more time, because these children are leaders of tomorrow, and they said when the mothers are well trained, they raise these children well, and then Nigeria grows and progresses. So we know how serious and critical this message that you're spreading is. But we have to round up now. We do hope you come again. We want to learn more, okay? We will have a specific this time, or we'll have a feedback, what the mothers are saying, challenges they are facing, success stories, okay, how directly people have been impacted. We want to thank you, Dr. Mosene, Dr. Mokpai. Okay, what is it like even taking care of children?
Lovely.
Okay, and you're saving many lives daily.
A lot of them.
Okay, I want to thank you very much for coming on Morning Ride. Do have yourself a beautiful time, and keep us abreast from time to time about how things are shaping with this very, very important drive. Thank you. I have been talking with Dr. Mosene and Dr. Mokpai. The focal point is on the reduction of maternal and child mortality.